What's up, everybody, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of Creative Masterminds, brought to you by Young and Ambitious magazine. On this episode, we hear from Greg Gamble, and we listen to how he turned his love of basketball into a career that is going to impact people on and off the basketball court. If you want to see more videos like this one here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit our website at www.theyoungandambitious.com and check us out on Instagram at Young and Ambitious Magazine, Twitter at Young and Ambitious, and then the number 2, and on Facebook at Young and Ambitious Magazine. If you'd like to order a shirt like the one that I have on right now, make sure you visit our website at www.theyoungandambitious.com. Thank you for watching and enjoy this video.
Hey, what's up, Young and Ambitious? My name is Greg Gamble, and I'm the founder of Oz to Beat Incorporated. Basketball has been a vehicle my whole life, and coming into now where I have Oz to Beat, it's still providing opportunities for me to be an entrepreneur, be a business owner. I began playing maybe 7th grade, so about 12 years old, and when I first started out, I didn't really play as a youngster, so I was a little behind. Going into the 10th grade, I was called up to varsity, and when I got called up, my coach basically, told me I wouldn't play. The players on the team told me I wasn't going to play, and that's really where I earned my reputation of being a hard worker and how a work ethic was that summer. I worked every day, like tirelessly, and the story that has followed me into this day, in which I created the shirt called Special Things Happen at 5 a.m. is that I needed to work out, and the city only had 3 gyms. And after school, the gyms would be packed from like 3 p.m. all the way to 11 p.m. So I started going to the gym before school. I would get up about 4:15, 4:30, have a shake, and walk to the gym. And my father would meet me there sometimes. And I just worked out for about an hour, hour and a half, and I would get showered and catch the bus to go to school. And when I first started, it really wasn't anything to me. I was just trying to work out. But before I knew it, college coaches started showing up in the gym at 5 in the morning to watch me work out. My teammates started joining me. Policemen would just come in and walk the track and just watch me work out. And so I think that's when I really fell in love with the game, and really, more importantly, the process of becoming a great basketball player. My playing career, so I played at Niagara Falls High School from 2001 to 2005. In 2005, we were national champions, rated #1 team in the country. I played with 2 NBA players on that team, Paul Harris and Johnny Flynn. Also included on that team was James Starks, who played for the Green Bay Packers, and 3 other Division I players, one of which died, Miguel Respers. He was like a brother. So all of us grew up within 5 miles of each other. What inspired Oz to Beat really was my life. After I graduated from college, the hoopla and the media frenzy was that I was supposed to be a professional basketball player. I had a pre-draft workout with the Toronto Raptors. That went really well, but nothing, of course, you have to have a huge body of work to be drafted in the NBA. So I tried to go the European route, and just from my lack of knowledge, one thing led to another, and I didn't go overseas. And so that was a really tough period for me when I played semi-pro for about 2 years, and then I decided to stop and go back to school. And I became depressed. It took me about 2.5 years to get out of that state, where I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life. I lived my life with one purpose, and that was to be a professional, and to be the best at my craft. And I worked hard, and I was right there. So to not make it like that just set me back mentally. It was Oz to Beat provided me an opportunity in a lane to still function in my passion. So if I'm not playing, I can train, and I can coach, and I can teach, and I can inspire and motivate. Oz to Beat offers individual skill development, so it's one-on-one sessions The sessions are usually 60 minutes. The sessions include on-the-court training as well as weight room and conditioning, where we do core strength and conditioning, running and agility and jumping. I also offer group classes where we do skill building. What ICB stands for is the perpetual acquisition of knowledge. So to always be learning, always be teaching, always seeking to understand. Some other services that I offer, and really that are going to be the most important part of what ICB stands for, is my student athlete services. I'm working on a seminar right now called the College Preparation for High School Student Athletes. It's really going to be to inform student athletes of the process of getting into college, what to expect when you get there, how to handle your money, how to apply for financial aid, how to fill out your FAFSA, how to do the NCAA clearinghouse, all things that, if I think back on my life, that I wasn't exposed to, and that when the time came, things were just done for me and I didn't have a real understanding. So I feel like if I would have been informed, I probably could have made some better decisions, or at least had the information to decide, which way I wanted to go. So really, my goal for student athletes that are coming behind me is for them to be informed so that they can make their own decisions. Being new to entrepreneurship, I can't explain the feeling that I have. I am about to embark on being a full-time entrepreneur, and I'm nervous, a little trepidatious, but it's what I want to do, and really I can see myself being successful in what I'm doing, and so really that's the reason why I'm taking the step. It's just freedom. Stewardship is certainly something that would help an entrepreneur be successful. My tips for somebody who would want to be an entrepreneur is just make sure that you're passionate about what you're doing. If you're passionate about what you're doing, there's nobody that can tell you you can't do it. I don't mean to sound cliche, but really you can do anything you put your mind to. I look at myself and who would have thought that playing a game of basketball would be a legit and lucrative business. But it has been for myself, and really I'm doing things that I would have done on my own time, that I would really do for myself. And I take pride and I take pleasure in being able to show other people the secrecy of working and developing when no one's looking. What it takes to be successful in entrepreneurship, from what I've learned, from what I've found so far, is that you have to be willing to sacrifice. You gotta be willing to sacrifice your time, your energy. You have to be willing to sacrifice your friendship, having a personal life, just to get things off the ground. My goal is to have a staff and to employ others. But even that, when that comes, that's going to take a lot of work. There's been times where I didn't sleep at all, maybe got the most 3 to 4 hours of sleep, and you still have to function and be personable and smile and be happy. But what I've noticed is that I can get 3 hours of sleep, but when I'm waking up to this game, when I wake up to my passion, I'm up, I'm awake. I don't need coffee, I don't need a sports drink, I don't need an energy drink. When I wake up, I'm up. I haven't felt rewarded, but I'm certainly driven, and I think that my reward will come when the business can be replicated and can stand alone. What I mean by replicated is that my idea of a legit business is something that can be taken from what you're doing, placed in another city or state, and be built up and duplicated. If that happens, then that's a legit business, and you make money off of that. So when I get to that place where my business can start to be duplicated, and I don't have to be there to nurture and to build it with my hands, then that's when I'll start to feel some type of reward. Young and ambitious.